Do you get tired of doctor's visits and taking lots of medications? Well, my next guest says he has the answer to solving all of those issues with one simple technique. Check it out.
There is a whole wealth of evidence base around the powers of meditation and regular meditation. And I'd love to draw people's attention to what I think was a groundbreaking study that should have made front page news around the world, and yet it got, no one even knows about it.
When that happens.
2015 Harvard study, 5,000 people followed for, I think, a couple of years. And they essentially followed them for a year and saw how much they used a hospital or a doctor, how many visits to the medical profession. Then they taught them mindfulness meditation and resilience and 20 minutes a day, and then followed them for a year afterwards. And compared to a control group, there was a 42% drop in the usage of medical facilities. 42%. Now imagine if there was a drug that suddenly came on the market that said, right, we can almost halve your usage of medical facilities. It would be the miracle drug of the 21st century compared to anything we've ever experienced. And yet the evidence base is there. So we talk about, increasing bills in the US and the UK and Canada. Medical bills are going through the roof.
Right.
If everyone was taught to meditate, it would transform our healthcare system.
Wow, that is powerful. Just think about all the chronic illness and the cost of chronic illness to so many countries nowadays. We saw it with COVID. Actually, COVID's such a great example, I think, of the variability of a virus and what it can do to certain populations versus other populations. And so many people are scratching their heads like, well, why did I only get a cold and you ended up in the hospital? But again, I think it's all this gut, immune, nervous system connection that we need to become more and more aware of, because our environment is only getting more toxic, right? And our stress levels are continuing to escalate. And so I think we've got to figure out what is the toolbox that we can have internally to really take care of our nervous system, our gut health, our detox pathways, and so much more. And I'm sure that's a big part of the healing journey for so many, like it was for you. All right, we're almost out of time, but I want to ask about your Meaning of Life program there. I thought that was fascinating. So tell us a little bit about that. What is the Meaning of Life experiment, a 30-day program of videos to really help you understand your purpose and your passion?
Yeah, so after I created the Gupta Program for chronic illness, I think my next life purpose I felt was to create this program, which was a kind of collection of all my knowledge that I had gathered over the last 25 years of researching personal development and spirituality. So it takes you on a journey of, starting point of psychology and meditation, right through to quantum physics, through to the nature of consciousness, and how we can describe a model of how our minds and the universe work. And so it's a program that helps us understand what makes us happy, and also, most importantly, how we discover our life purpose. Because I truly believe we're all here to give a gift to this planet.
Yes.
I don't believe we're here to just solely consume and entertain ourselves. There's much more to that we're here to give back in some way. And how can we discover that and connect with that? And life just becomes so much more expansive and fulfilling when we truly connect with that. So this is a whole holistic program about discovering the meaning of life and your purpose within it.
I'm going to check it out. That gives me chills. I'm so excited to take a look at it. Well, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it. I think this topic of neuroplasticity and how disease might be rooted in our brains rather than just in our physical bodies is a really important one, and one we need to be, first of all, as clinicians, thinking about more and more, but even for all of you listening today, thinking about where your nervous system might be, where you could begin. It starts maybe with meditation and sleep and diet, but where would you go even beyond that, maybe to really reset and rewire your brain? And that is really the best news of all, that we can rewire our brains, and we aren't, sort of signing off to a certain destiny. We are in control of what's happening. If folks want to connect with you and meet with you, what is the best way for them to do that?
So they first of all can visit our website, which is guptaprogram.com, Gupta, guptaprogram.com. And just especially for your listeners, we'll offer a 15% discount code as Dr. Taz, so DRTAZ. So if they put that in, they'll get a 15% discount. And even before, if they're not ready to obviously go down that road, what they can do is join our 28-day free trial, where you can go on there, sign up and receive lots of free videos and free audios and discover more about neuroplasticity and see if it's right for you and the right approach. So guptaprogram.com is where they can find out more about the work that we do.